Hi, it is Saturday, December 16th, 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So in Jinshin Jitsu, safety energy lock number 16 came into the universe, meaning breaking down old forms for new ones. So in the same way in which we have to empty a wardrobe before we can put new things into the wardrobe, so in our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual lives, we have to break down old forms in order to make room for new forms. And this is what the energy of the 16 is about. Now, 16 is also a 7, and 7 means perfect life, power, or victory. 7 is the number that asks the big questions. Why are we here? What's it all about? Is this all there is to life? And particularly at this time when we're on holiday, many of us, and this is a time of family, and this is also a time of extreme consumerism. We might be actually faced with what the hell is the point of all of this? So you may be having one of those days today, maybe not the best day to be doing Christmas shopping or spending tons of money. Sevens are deeply empathetic. Sevens are the idealist. They worry about the world. Sevens can also have an inherent insecurity and fear of the future, so they have the potential for doom and gloom. But because of the big questions, they also have an inherent connection, shall we say, to the universe, as we all do, but 7 particularly has an inherent connection to that which is bigger than we are, and so is able to put it into perspective. So 7 is also a water number. It's the iceberg. The part that you see is the small part, and the real part is much larger, and that's happening underneath the water. So 7s are about privacy. 7s are loners. 7s love to be out and about, but they also really need to be at home to recharge. So this is a good day for that because it's a Saturday. It doesn't mean you don't be out and about and you don't get your things done today, but also it's important to make some time today to actually connect to how you feel, connect to that part of you that is bigger than just the rushing around and the, I don't know, getting things fixed and getting things bought and getting things made and keeping other people happy. We've still got the 3 of December and the 1, of course, of 2017. So we've got a water, a fire, and an air number in the root of the life map today, which does make the energy a little bit easier to handle, not as frenetic, not as intense as what we have when we have no water in there. The 3 is the long-term goal seeker, the strategist, the one who just wants to get things done. The 1 wants to lead the way and show the way and move into the future. And the 7 is about connecting with themselves and introverting in order to do what is best for them. So you may have a bit of tension today between these outward numbers, the 3 and the 1, the creatives that want to express themselves, and the 7 who is the loner, who actually wants to spend a bit of time alone, to just recharge and to connect with themselves or to connect with nature or to connect with whatever that part of them is that they consider to be spiritual, in whichever way they find it works for them. So you may have a bit of conflict there. Try and make room for both of those energies because that'll lead to less stress. The helper of today, or the hero of today, is the 2. And the 2 is a very nurturing water number. So there's a bit more water happening in this life map. And 2 is about appreciating the balance. 2 is about being able to nurture yourself and nurture others. So it's important that we draw on what is that we require for nurture so that we can better nurture those around us. And that is in the helper position today. So it's really well posed for us to connect to what it is that we need to make ourselves happy today. And then in doing that, we are able to nurture other people. The villain of today is the 9, and when we have the 9 in the villain position, it is about being stubborn. So excess stubbornness can actually trip us up. So it might be, you may have this thing about, well, I made this commitment and I said I was going to go here and I was going to do this and da-da-da-da-da-da. So now I actually don't feel like doing it anymore because I actually just feel like being at home and spending some time on my own or reading or going for a walk on the beach or whatever the case may be. But you know what? I made that commitment, so I'm not going to break it. Or someone wants you to do something, you don't really want to do it. Better example is you are trying to convince yourself to do something that is actually going to serve you, but because you've made plans that don't serve you, you stubbornly cling to that, or you stubbornly cling to old ways of thinking, or you stubbornly cling on to those old forms that you don't want to break down, which means you can't make space for the new. So that is the villain of today, and that's where we potentially are going to trip ourselves up. Safety energy lock number 16 is located on the thumb. The thumb harmonizes the stomach and spleen organ function energy, and the attitude on that, or of those organ function energies, is worry and anxiety. Also, the tissue that is governed by the stomach and spleen organ function energy is that of the skin surface. So it is our natural boundary. Your skin is your boundary between you and what is happening outside of you. Okay, it's your external boundary. So when we hold our thumbs, we help to either strengthen our boundaries if they are weak, or we actually are able to soften our boundaries so that we can compromise more, and that helps again to harmonize that 9 that is in the villain position, that stubbornly clings onto old ways of doing that no longer serves. So hold your thumb today. You'll harmonize your digestion. You'll bring balance between your thinking and your feeling. You will harmonize worry and anxiety, and you will strengthen your boundaries in a way that allows them to become more fluid if that's what they need, or more firm if that's what you need. I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday, and I'll see you again tomorrow, maybe. Often on Sundays I don't feel like doing this, so we'll see how that goes. Bye.